The canyon between us, seeing value before we speak. Bruce Scheer.
It's 4 a.m., 38 degrees, pitch black. I've just arrived at a lookout point at the edge of the Grand Canyon. I'm so excited. I'm waiting for the sunrise that, according to all the reviews I've read, is supposed to be life-changing. And I've spent the night before just cramming everything I could into my brain about the Grand Canyon. I'm excited. So I look over to my right, and there's this guy over there, and he looks like Adam. He's got this photographer's vest on and like 40 pockets. He's got an industrial tripod, pretty good-looking camera, and there's lenses everywhere. And I'm thinking to myself, jackpot. Boy, am I in the right place at the right time. If he's here to capture the morning sunrise, this is perfect. Yes. So I'm just hanging out there, and the sky starts to change a little bit, and purple starts to bleed into indigo, and the wall of the canyon starts to appear like a curtain rising in front of my very eyes. Awesome. So I go to this guy, and I ask him, hey, do you know much about the Grand Canyon and how it was formed? A little, I guess. I think to myself, double jackpot. An unsuspecting student for me to pour all this newfound knowledge into his brain. So I go, if you look with me out here, you see the layers in the canyon? Think of this whole thing like a birthday cake that's been built up over millions of years. Scientists call those layers strata, and they're like chapters in the Earth's history. You see that silver ribbon down there? That's the Colorado River. And it's been slicing this cake for over 6 million years. And so I go on and on with all this newfound geological knowledge. And then I wind up for my perfect close. I say, so you and I, we're not just enjoying this beautiful view. We're literally staring at time. And then I stand there for about a minute, posing like I just stuck a perfect 10 off the balance beam. And then I look over, and this guy's not even looking at me, and he's kind of futzing with his camera, stone cold quiet. He senses I'm looking at him, and he goes, so what do you do? Now I think he's really impressed. And I go, oh, well, I'm a CEO of a consultancy based out of Seattle. Well, what do you do? Oh, I'm a ranger here. A ranger here? Why didn't you tell me? Why'd you let me go on and on and on like a complete buffoon? Well, once you got rolling, I didn't really want to interrupt you. I was kind of curious on where you're going to take the whole thing. And besides, I found it kind of funny. Funny? You bastard! And then we laughed a little bit, like boys in a locker room do. But boy, was I glad that red glow of the sunrise was masking the red in my face. So I came for a life-changing experience. And I got one all right. It just wasn't the one I expected. For that ranger, I delivered a geological lesson. And he received a comedy show. So here's the deal. This happens all the time. Every day we show up and we start talking at people, and we decide what value is for others before we really take the time to understand who it is in front of us. What are they all about? So before you pitch your product or update your website or build that new feature you think is going to completely sizzle in front of your customers, I'd recommend hit pause. Get curious. Ask a question or two. Truly understand your customer. Because value is not what you deliver to them. Real value is what they receive. Thank you.